Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is November 16th, 2015. Looking at the markets on this Monday afternoon. Not a whole lot to talk about today. One of the important things, though, is today's price action. Last week, well, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, we were talking about how the VIX had contracted and we were in this nice trend higher, and it seemed a little bit strange because we had all this congestion back here. Just looking at a 6-month chart roughly, we've got sideways action, lots of resistance to break through. And so to go straight through this level back here, we'll call it the 2040 to the 2120 level, and this line here is just denoting the low from that consolidation over the summer and spring. And for us to break through that just straight through to new highs would be pretty uncommon. So, this retracement that we've had, I'm not super worried. I'm not going to draw the high to low retracement right here. You can take a look at the 2062 level on a smaller time frame. I wouldn't blindly put a limit order out here because today's price action is super bullish. We've got a engulfing pattern, meaning the low of the day is lower than the previous day and the high of the day is higher than the previous day. If we go over to the VIX, we'll see that it did contract a little bit. And we're still in the mid-teens, which is okay, but I'm not super aggressive right now on the daily chart because we're in that 2040 to 2120 level. If we look at some of just a couple of the bigger names like Apple, Google, you'll see that we've got either a big body candle or some sort of reversal bar. So looking good on Apple for some move higher. Same with Google. I think we had a hammer in Google today once we load up here. So Google, again, big body candle. Maybe it was Netflix or one of the other ones. Again, engulfing patterns. So we're seeing a lot of these patterns. Let's take a look at some that I haven't looked at already. FedEx is one that typically kind of helps guide the market this time of the year. Same with UPS, UPS. So these trends are, generally moving higher, but more importantly, today's price action is higher. So, if we go back to the SPY, you can see that recent trend generally higher. We have not broken the swing low back here, and that's this low kind of coincides with these highs. So I'm not overly bearish at all right now, just because of this recent pullback, and especially because of today's price action. So I would look for the market to kind of move up and down within this range, 40 to 2120, and there's a lot of good trading opportunities, and there have been on the ES and the smaller time frames. I wouldn't try to get too aggressive on the daily chart just because the trend is kind of broken, and I could see us going into at least a little bit of sideways or up and down, back and forth before Thanksgiving. And then as we go into December, maybe a break to new highs, but even with a Santa Claus rally or some sort of holiday spirits rally, it would take some strong push by the bulls rather, to take us to new highs in a just super straight line. We've got some news this week. The FOMC minutes this Wednesday. Jobless claims on Thursday. I don't think there's anything really on Friday, economic news-wise. But so there's a few things that could act as catalysts in the markets. There's a lot going on outside of the markets that certainly has a pull one direction or another. And some days it could be one direction, and then that same news story, so to speak, or confrontation or whatever it may be, the next day in the markets may go the other direction, and it's based on the same conflict. So there's a lot of volatility in that respect with the news portion of things. So certainly be on the lookout for some sharp moves that we could potentially see here. But typically, as we go into the holidays, things start to slow down. We're getting into the end of the year. The bigger firms are closing down for the year, closing out their books and balancing positions and things like that. So I'm sticking to the smaller time frames, the 512 tick chart, and that's probably what I'll be doing through the end of the year, unless the VIX really contracts and we get a nice run with a clean trend. So I am going to be doing some live trading webinars. That was a big percentage of you guys that I surveyed on the blog when I sent out that survey a couple weeks ago wanted to see live trading videos and live trading webinars. So I'm going to do one with Infinity here at the beginning of December, and then I may just start doing monthly live trading webinars for VIP members, so we can kind of get in the room, chat a little bit, look at the charts in real time, and continue the discussion that way, so we can get some more hands-on experience with some live action. So be on the lookout for those. Again, I'll put more details out about that stuff over at eMoneyMind.com. If you have questions, shoot me an email, tim@eMoneyMind.com. Thanks, and have a great week.